Okay, so now I want to talk about making category blogs. Okay, so what I'd like is a menu item here that was called news. And when I clicked on that, it gave me a bunch of the beginnings of several articles. Okay, and then I could click on those and go to more articles within that. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is demonstrate how read more works. Okay, so I have this home page here which is showing me my welcome article, right? And all I have on my welcome article is a couple of one image and then a couple of sentences. So what I want to do is go into my articles, and again, that would be content, article manager, or control panel, and then click on article manager. Okay, so I'm going to come down to my welcome page here. And this particular article is the featured article, so it's being shown on the front page here. And this is all I have in here. But what I want to do is go ahead and click enter a couple of times. And I'm going to put in a read more. Okay, so if I click on read more, see that red line it gave me? Alright, so now that I've done that, what I want to type here is, here are some lovely tree images. Okay, and we'll make this a heading 2. Okay, and below that now we're going to just put a bunch of images. Okay, so I've got right in my manager here, I've got a few different trees already ready to go. So, we'll put in this quaking aspen. Okay, and then below that, we'll put in something else. Yes, images. Tree images. And we'll put in this, the wild tree. Okay. So there we go. So now I have some images, and yeah, okay, so here are some lovely tree images. There's 2. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hit save. Okay. So now when I refresh this site, okay, so now that it's refreshed, it looks exactly the same, right? Where you would think that it was just going to pile on all those other images on the front, but nope. What it did is it created another page where that article is sitting under read more. Okay, so if I click on read more, okay, and there they are. See that? Okay, so the reason why I wanted to show you that is because when we set up our news blog right now, we don't want to have everything that's on the article on every single, like 10 articles all on one page with all the content on there, because you have to scroll for like 300 feet, right? So we don't want that. That doesn't look very, very nice. So what we do is we add those read mores. Okay, so every article I create right now for my news blog, I'm gonna add a read more to it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm gonna close out of here. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to create a category called news. Okay, and the best order of operations for Joomla is often create a category, then an article, then a menu item. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to come over here to, there's a million ways to do this. Okay, I can go to categories right here. I can go back to control panel and click on category manager, or I can go to content, category, add new category. Okay, so I'm going to click on new and create a news category. Okay, so we're just going to call this news. No parent, nothing else we need to set here for now. Let's just save and close. Okay, now I'm going to come over here to articles again, because what I want to do is I want to add a few news articles. And so I'm going to click new. And the idea is to make, a few articles that are supposed to be like upcoming news events about trees. Okay, so I'm going to call this article The Giving Tree. Okay, The Giving Tree. And what category is it going to be in? The news category. Okay, and I'm still waiting for my editor to pop up here. There we go. Now what I've done is I have, an image right here of the giving tree. Okay, and then I have, this text here I got from Wikipedia about the giving tree. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just paste that in here. Okay, so I have all that text in here. Now I want to make, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and highlight this, unbold it, and then I'm going to make it a heading 2. Okay, and then I'm going to grab the, according to Wikipedia, we'll make that a heading 4. Okay, and I'm going to come down here below the second paragraph, and I'm going to insert an image. Go inside my tree image folder. And what I want to do is upload this, the Giving Tree graphic here, the cover of the book, and start the upload. Okay, and where is it? There it is. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and insert that. And there it is. There's our Giving Tree. Okay, so, and then we've got our some more content down there. And what I want to do is, and I realize that this book is not new news, but it's been around for a really long time, but that's okay. We're going to pretend it is. So this just in, a new book by Shel Silverstein. Okay, so what I want to do is highlight that, and maybe we'll make this, what should we make this? A heading 5. Okay, since this here was a heading 4. Now below that, I want to hit read more. Okay, so we're going to be doing the same thing just like right here. That way all those images aren't showing up and everything. Just a couple of lines, and we'll have a little read more here. Okay, so read more, and the Giving Tree looks like we're good to go. I'm going to hit save and new, because I know I want to make some more articles right now, so let's just do it. And the next content that I've got here is about what? Tree climbing, with various techniques on how to climb trees. Okay, so there we go. Whoop, right above there, right there. That's all that I need. Okay, and yes. So we're going to call this article Tree Climbing. Okay, and we're going to put it in the news category. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and paste all that in here. Okay, now this particular article, let's see here, what should we do? I'm going to unbold that, and we're going to make this one a heading 2. We're going to make this a heading 4, and then below it, this just in. People are now climbing trees. Don't question the logic of it, just yeah. Okay, and we're gonna make that there. Okay, so below that, I'm gonna put a read more. Okay, there we go. And I have a picture of a guy climbing a tree. Maybe we'll put that, let's put it, doesn't really matter, right here. Okay, upload an image. Go inside my tree images folder and browse here, and I do have a tree climber picture. Okay, and I'm gonna start that upload. Okay, and there's our tree climber. Okay, and I'm gonna insert that. Okay, and wait for it to pop up. Now, something that you might be interested in is that I can highlight this image. I can click on the little image icon here, and I can set the dimensions of it, okay, and I can add padding and borders around images, okay? So, go ahead and explore that. So anyway, there we go. I got a tree climber in there, and make sure it's on news. And other than that, I think we're good. And I'm going to click Save and New. I'm going to do one more, and that is tree health. Okay, so I'm going to call this article Tree Health. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and paste in all that stuff about tree health. So tree health, and okay, what I want to do here is, oh yes, we got to put according to Wikipedia on here, just because. So I'm going to go ahead and unbold this. Whoops. Unbold, and I'm going to make that a heading 2 again, and I'm going to select all that and make that a heading 4, and below it I will type this just in, news about tree health. Okay, and we're going to make that a heading 5. Okay, and then below that I'm going to put a read more. And we're going to do a save and close. Okay, and I just realized I made a mistake, but that's okay actually, because I can show you something. Okay, so where's the tree health one? Okay, tree health. See how it's in the category about? I don't want it in the category about. I want it in the category news. So I'm going to click on the tree health again, and I'm going to edit it. Easy enough. Set that to news and save and close. Okay, so now we have a news category, and we have 3 news articles within that category. What I want to do is I want to create a menu item that shows up here on the menu bar, and when you click on it, it's going to give you several articles on here, all with the read more below it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go to menu, main menu, add new menu item. Okay, so the first thing that I need to do is pick out a menu item here, and I want it to be a category blog. Okay, I think we've been linking to single articles. Let's link to a category blog, and we're going to call this menu item news, and we're going to choose the news category. Okay, and then I'm just going to hit save, but not yet save and close. Okay, and we're going to view the site. And there we go, we have our news item right here. And I'm going to go ahead and click on the news item. And there we go. We have 3 articles right here, right? Tree health, tree climbing, and the giving tree, okay? And it's kind of sloppy how it's set up right now, and I'll show you how to change that in a second. But anyway, we click on read more, right? Tree health, tree climbing, the giving tree. Let's click on the giving tree. And there's our page, right? Okay. So that's how that works. And I'm going to go ahead and just back. So what we can do is we can continue to write articles, and instead of linking them to a single menu item, we can just put them all in one category and then link to a category blog. And that way, every time you write a new article, you can set it to be in the news category, and it will automatically show up here on this page. And you can decide whether or not the latest article that you wrote is on the top or if it's on the bottom. By default, it's going to be on the top, and just keep piling them on. Now, notice that you have this wide spot here for this one, and then these 2 articles are in each in their own column here. So we got 1 column here and then 2 columns here. How you govern all of that is right here in blog layout options, okay? And you just tooltip these and decide how many of everything you want, okay? For example, columns, I'm going to put 1 right there, okay? And save that. Okay, and we're going to come over here and refresh. And there we go, I got 1 column now, okay? And that's, well, it's just a different way to do it. And we've got some other issues here. This thing is still pretty sloppy, so there's some more things we can do. But let me switch it back real quick in blog options, layout options well, we'll just set it to the default. Okay, by putting nothing in here, everything is always defaulted to the global settings, okay? The overall settings. So global default settings, that is. So I'm going to go ahead and save that again. And I'm going to open up another window here just to go into my article manager again. Now, the top news here is tree health. Okay, that's the top news there. So what I want to do is go to tree health, and I want to change where that read more is. Okay. Now, I don't have any images in here, do I? No, I don't. So the read more is fine if I just put my image right here. So that's what I want to do, is I want to put an image right here. And let's find an image. Okay, we've got a lot of images here. Oh, you know what I think I would like to use? I'm going to go right here. This ought to work. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and change the dimensions of that a little bit. How wide do I want that? I want that to be 700 pixels wide. And in update, holy smokes, definitely the wrong spot for that. 700 pixels wide. There we go. Much nicer. Okay, and now notice I put the read more below that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and hit save. Go back over to this our news page here, our news category blog, and I'm going to refresh the page. Okay, there. Now see that? The image showed up. So now you can kind of get an idea about these read mores and how they work. Okay? Cool. So now what I want to do is clean up some of this stuff a little bit, because it's being really redundant here, showing the title and then showing the title again like that. Okay? So let's go ahead and tackle that next. Okay, so what I'm going to do at first here is I'm going to change more of the settings right here in this particular category blog. Now there are global settings, so that every single time you make a category blog it's like this. But right now what I'm going to do is just show you some of these options here. Okay, so where were we at? We were at the blog layout options. Okay, and just to show you again, I'll go ahead and change that to one column again. Okay, and then below that I'm going to go to article options, show title, and we're going to put that to hide. Okay, notice right now it's using the global settings. Okay, and again, if you go and change the global settings, it'll govern all of these. But I'm just going to change this one setting here to hide, and the other one I did was I changed this to one column. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save that, and let's look at our mess over here. It's showing our title twice. Okay, the reason it's doing that is that we actually have our titles inside of our articles, okay, set to these headings, right? There it is. That's the title, and then underneath that we have our according to Wikipedia, and this just in. And honestly, we could go into these articles and tab down once or hit return and create a little space between these sentences. That'd be okay too. But anyway, let's go ahead and refresh this page now and see what we did. It should take away this top title here and leave this one, and then give us one column right here with our 3 news articles. And there we go. Okay, it's still loading the image, but see that? We just have the title of each article, and that's it. Now, you can set in these settings here, you can set the articles to be linked so that the title is also linked, but I like just having the read more link because they have that little rollover effect. Okay, and again, if you click on any of these, it's going to take you to that page. See, just like that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go back. So that is how you create a category blog. Now, every time you write a new article, it's just going to stack it on top of here. Okay, so it's a nice way if you want to have like a personal blog where you're writing about, you know, a different subject each time, or you know, if you're doing a travel blog and every day is a new entry, you know, and so you can keep doing that. And of course you can set so the dates are showing and all of that, just like we looked at before with article options. And so that's how you set up a category blog. That's a really nice way to manage content. It's particularly useful besides just blogging, but it's useful for portfolios when you want a certain amount of your work or a certain type of your work. For example, still image, and then motion design, things like that, paintings, photography, and so you can actually set up category blogs. So each menu item is photography, web design, painting, whatever you do, and you click on that, and then it'll give you a group of all the different articles within that category. Okay, so yeah, there you go. That's how you make category blogs.